Hello, the internet. Okay, let me get you the link because I should be live right now.
Okay.
um, YouTube.com.
I know
Um,
Sky wanted to watch because she's been waiting for the shadows for a long time, but she also might be napping right now. I don't know.
okay,
So,
let's see.
worst case scenario, she'll join us halfway through.
Okay. Um, yeah, let me. First of all, let me make sure that it's only showing you that one screen and not that one tab and not the entire fucking screen, so I don't accidentally do something embarrassing. Oh yeah, that would fucking destroy me, dude. I almost streamed this to my real life Facebook, and then I was like, wait, I'm like, even though he knows that I'm back ish, I'm still technically on hiatus. And I was like,
Yeah.
YouTube. But anyway,
No, I
okay, so
feel you. I only told Jenna because pretty much recently I've been chatting with her the most. Like I'm still on to chat, kind of like you, but like, well, Jacob doesn't respond much anyway. So I tried hitting him up to do something, but yeah. So there's quite a few people I need to let know I'm alive though.
I'm literally only talking to you. Like, okay, so I'm talking to you, and then on Discord I have Piffy. Everybody else can pretty much go fuck. Oh yeah, and then occasionally I will text message Eli like an update because it's her fucking brother who's being a cunt. So or it's his fucking brother who's being. So he kind of does need updated about that.
Yeah.
Words, words,
Gross. Regrets.
regrets.
I just picked up this morning's coffee that had like the bare minimum at the bottom and went, oh yes, this is the one I was drinking. And then I tasted it and I was like, no, it wasn't. That was a mistake.
I just poured myself a fresh mug of coffee.
Coffee.
What I did was I just put like a fuck ton of those like cappuccino powder things that already have the sweetener in, and then I
Mm-hmm.
put like a fuck ton of that and like half the box, and then I had the water drip, and then I stirred it with a wooden spoon. So
Gotcha. Okay, I gotta like scoot dinner to the front of the freezer and then I should be good to actually sit down and chill.
bro, when you said you were good, I thought that meant you were ready to go.
Dude, do you know how often I fucking pace talk to you while we're doing this?
No.
Often. At least
Okay.
half of the time that I'm on here, I'm fucking going in between the bedroom and the fucking porch. So,
Okay, so I will read, and then you will let me know if you have anything to say.
indeed. Go ahead.
How about I will plug in my external keyboard so that the tapping noises that you hear are slightly different than usual. How about that? I
This
think I
time I'm debating trying to go downstairs and sitting down there and kind of hiding to see if that works a little bit better, but I also know that they're down there, so I don't know if it'll be any better or not, but
don't know. I'm out of like the dusty stuff. Rip. Okay.
we're gonna try it for a bit. I'm gonna go sit on my mom's couch because the house is empty. Okay.
Okay. So the thing's still gonna be really stupidly close to the mic, but I think I can make it work. Okay. So we were partway through this several fucking months ago. We were
Indeed.
partway through this, and it was really just a lot milder than the previous one.
Yeah.
We didn't have nearly as much to say, so let's just like run through the rest of this, and then we'll go on to the first roleplay featuring Valerian or whatever the fuck his name is.
Van Ryan. I don't remember what we were calling him now.
I think we were calling him Valerian.
Yeah, I think so. I think we were all calling him something different at one point.
The thing is that I actually don't see. Oh yeah, Falvis and Valerian. I see him right there. It's kind of like when Piffy and I did not Hogwarts Expo. Sorry, when we did Eden and Antonine showed up, and I was just like, I don't want to say Antonine over and over again. I'm just gonna call him Anthony, which is probably like it would be racist if Rowling wasn't more racist and stupid. Okay, anyway. Personality, grumpy and world weary, decades of battles, only decades, honey. Oh, sweet bean.
You know, this is going to be an interesting side note because I'm going to start noticing a lot more of the it wasn't him who wrote his bio because I actually have experience with AI now.
Oh. Yeah, because it I don't know like which of it like he might have written this one and then the other one he like AI'd it to make it even edgier or something.
Yeah, I feel like one of them maybe he went in and like he AI'd it and then edited it is kind of what I'm getting here.
Yeah. Losses and hardships have made him easily irritated, especially by younger, inexperienced individuals. Well, they don't have your decades of experience. Okay.
He hates babies.
Hates babies.
Yep.
Okay. Wise but cynical. His advice is sharp and often laced with sarcasm, though beneath the cynicism, let me pull out comment, or maybe you'll be able to tell me if anyone's commenting.
Yeah, I can keep peeking.
Okay. His advice is sharp and often laced with sarcasm, though beneath the cynicism lies a wealth of knowledge. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty boilerplate. See? Y'all, I feel like Sid would say that. I forgot Hey Mitch's full name, but like that guy from fucking Hunger Games. Protective and honorable. Though he tries to hide it, he feels a deep sense of duty to protect those he cares about, even if it means putting himself in harm's way. Look at what a good martyr I am, pity me, except he tries to hide it. I don't know. Like I kind of like that, but I want to say something snarky about it anyway.
I kind of feel like who the fuck does he care about though? Like that's half of his bio is how edgy and careless and he doesn't like anybody. So that's the what's a good word for that? The excuse for when he ships, he can say that he's not going off bio.
Okay. Okay, let me adjust your microphone because I feel like you're really quiet. Okay. Okay, we are not automatically adjusting your mic volume. We are putting your mic at 200 as it fucking should be. Okay, say something.
Hello.
Okay, that's so much better. Okay. Yeah, I hate automatic.
It also keeps sliding because it gets tangled with my hair and then my mic slides off my freaking the front of my neck. Anyway, so there we go.
Well, haunted by the past, the loss of loved ones has left a permanent mark on his soul, causing him to guard it. Yeah, that's pretty normal. Yeah, I would say. I mean, a lot of this is just like, oh, gee, you know, no shit, but it's also a whole lot less edgy than the other version of this, so, you know. Background, venereal disease has served as a protection. I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
As a protector of his homeland for centuries. Once the revered captain of the Shadow Guard, a tragedy during a critical battle led to his self-imposed exile. That actually kind of reminds me of Marcello.
Because the self-imposed exile reminds me of a more recent thing with, what was his fucking name? Mooney. I don't know if I told you a lot about what was happening there, but he's ridiculous. And there was a whole storyline about him self-imposing his own exile. It's ridiculous.
I think in Ares' case, Marcello, like, he became a werewolf. I don't know if he burned down his village or bit everyone in his village or whatever, but anyway, he ended up feeling so much shame that he exiled himself and blah 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 blah. And this was before all the pants shitting incidents. I'm sorry. But yeah. Let's see. Is there anything specific that you want to say about how it reminds you of Mooney, or should I just leave it at that?
I don't know how to shorten the fact that like Mooney just exiled himself. No one did. He just up and said, "Oh well, everybody hates me," and it was all because of his treatment towards Lyle. And then he just left.
I got it. Hold up. I have someone who wants to say something. Oh, actually, hold on. Have you say it, and then. So we have a dog boy and a wolf girl. Strawberry is the dog boy, Selena's the wolf girl, but because bitch is female dog, then it's, let's see. He now roams as a mercenary, offering his sword to those who need it. Like, but for what price though? Because he's a mercenary, so is he a hoe that's just giving it away for free? Though his ultimate loyalty remains with his people, his grumpiness stems not only from his long years, but also from the weight of his past and the responsibility he still feels.
I have something, but I'm going to type it in the chat like I normally do, so give me a second.
Okay. Did you send the link to Jenna?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, I can't wait for this. Oh my god! I transcribed it.
Hold on, I got one more thing.
Okay, and Sid has something to say to that, so I'm just gonna add that in too. I'm a bad person.
Me too, it's okay. I'm gonna go look at yours in a second. Oh god.
Hobbies. Training young warriors. Reluctantly passes on his knowledge, often grumbling about the youth of today, but secretly taking... Old man yells at cloud.
Actually, you can put Darren's under this.
Fucking Mildred, get off my lawn.
Straight up.
And then cue Serena being a bitch.
Serena.
Well, of course.
Jinx.
Okay, and then we have like a couple of responses. That...
Oh, okay. Sorry. Move. I'm trying to get out of the noisiness, bitch. Do not interrupt this bitch. Blocks my path.
Oh my god.
Anyway, go on.
Okay. So in response to Makar, we have Serena saying, well, of course, Sin, yeah, that makes sense. And Strawberry, how much per night?
Okay. I can't hit that one more time.
Okay. Me, I have no muse. Also me does this. Oh, I got one.
Oh no.
Oops. Oh, come on. Okay. We got Token and Strawberry responding to that one.
Oh god.
This is like, once again, this is like 10% 10% original and then 90% roleplay commentary. Too much for a pathetic woman like yourself. Hey, watch out, the Reddy's gonna eat you. Not for free, she isn't. There's a spectrum of so you want me to be your whore and not for free or not.
Yep.
Tending to old relics. Everybody looks at Makar. Let's see. He cares for ancient weapons and armor, believing they hold the stories and spirits of their wielders. That's pretty boilerplate.
Mm-hmm.
Solitary night watches. Find solace in patrolling the woods alone. That's what we're calling it.
Also, I got something for that. Everyone looks at Makar. You can add at the end of it.
Okay, everyone looks at Makar. You have something? Yeah, classically old. You're a classically old relic. Let's see, who's sluttier, Strawberry or Serena?
That's a good question. I feel like I have less. Well, Strawberry also seems less picky, but he also hasn't been around a lot, so.
Okay, I'll have Serena say it. So
and you almost forgot about a Nathaniel.
Oh shit, you're right.
Nathaniel would win that. He has no pickiness.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I forgot Nathaniel existed too. So okay, Makar, I'm classic. Sid, yeah, classically old relic. Elibris, but at least he has more than a few decades of experience. Serena, in bed. Okay. Find solace in patrolling the woods alone. Ha! Yeah, that's what we're calling it. Patrolling.
What the fuck?
His thoughts often wandering to days long past. Yeah. Patrolling, sure. Okay. Quirks. Teehee, quirky. Constantly adjusting his armor or weapon straps as if preparing for an impending battle, aka fidgeting.
Trying to think who on mine has a good one for the next one. I have one for the next part.
Has a deep, resonant voice that seems to carry authority, even in casual conversation. I say as my voice is cracking. Okay, and then you had something.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna go one way, but now I'm gonna go the other way.
Actually, that just reminded me I haven't taken my vitamins today. So it's probably why my voice is fucking cracking. Okay. My little vitamin. Do you feel dead? Okay, hold. Okay, I have something for that from Serena.
Of course.
Okay. Hold on. Oh man, this is gonna shock. Ugh. Despite his rough exterior, he's made of sandpaper, y'all. Let's see. He has a soft spot for old songs. Okay, but do we mean like songs from the 80s or songs from like centuries ago?
I have one for that too.
Yeah.
God damn it! It fucked up and sent. Don't ignore that one.
Oh my god, hi Sky. Make is old, yeah. Oh, whoops, I probably should not show the fucked up version. I'm sorry. I am, however, going to show, let's see, Sky's comment, and then it took you fucking 20 minutes to get this to work. That's awful. But to be entirely fair, you did not actually miss that much. The YouTube link wouldn't work. What? Hold on. Shit. That's so weird. Okay. He doesn't like singing in the shower. Literally wouldn't pull up a chat so you could message. Oh, that sucks.
That's weird. I had to re-log in to use fucking chat though. Wow.
Do I put that at Sky? Mila? Okay, I'll put it as Mila.
Put Dirty Baratheon under Lionel. Maybe.
Huh?
Hold on, let me see if it goes. There we go. Okay. The other one failed to post. It like mine glitched for a second.
Okay. Okay, so trolling is kind of the point of this exercise, Dave, and I don't know if anyone's told you. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah, Dirty Baratheon. The art is not mine, credits the other. Okay, yeah, I feel like that's good. Let's see. I don't know if YouTube will let me do links, so let me. This is the finished version, and if I can't post it like as a comment. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, so y'all are welcome to like look at it at your own leisure. If you have any like comments, questions, concerns, you know.
I think last time I peeked,
But if you have
we were at the end. I'm good. Okay.
Okay. All right, so then
The art is not mine. It is AI. Also AI.
okay. So then we're gonna pull up the Felvis and Valerian Fuckaduck.
Duck-a-fuck.
Duck-a-fuck. Okay. So I'm actually gonna change the publish date to now for this one.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, and then we're gonna switch to sharing this one over here. Look at this super handsome, sexy elf man over here, and this fugly cunt over here. I'm sorry, I'm being mean. Oh wait, we did this one. What the
Did
fuck?
we?
There's all this commentary.
Oh.
Oh wait, okay.
I thought we might have started. That's why when you said about the bio, I was just like, okay, well, I can review it, but I don't.
Oh,
We might have decided to skip the bottom half of it, though, maybe.
might have, because I completely forgot that this even existed. Okay. I think I'm gonna need I don't know. You know what, I'll just we'll start from where we left off at, and then I will catch myself up later.
Okay.
The vampire was very fascinated. Oh, whoops. Your concern is wise because it's literacy hour and everybody is welcome. It used to just be called demon literacy hour, but then we realized that all you hoes have the right to learn how to read and write and how to learn how to not write. It's open now. Open season. Oh, Falcons! I'm sorry, I tried to do that with a straight face. Yeah, okay. Well, that sucks for you. That means you're the daughter of a fugly man.
I know, right? She just trolled herself.
She should do a flip. The vampire was very fascinated as he watched the other's blade and the darkness swirling around him. Like a cloak of protection. A cloak of protection. So when I hear protection, I think of, protection. So the darkness is in the condoms, you guys.
Yes.
Anyway. Yet ready to lash out at anything he threw his way. Quite honestly, he'd almost hoped to be disappointed. That is an oxymoron. You cannot hope to be disappointed. Let's see.
So how would you word that then, as the writer, since we're on my part? Hoping somebody would suck ass so you could beat their ass? Yes. How would you word that? Just, yes. I hope that they suck ass so they just die easy, the end.
He'd almost hope to be, I'd be like, well, quite honestly, I hope that they're going to fall flat on their ass so I can gloat about it. You have your mama's genes. Sweetie, genetics means you have the genes of both your parents. Anyway, no, he just becomes disappointed because he pouts every day. Oh. Is that from Tylena, or just should I put Sky?
Yeah, it's all Tylena. Tylena's just being a troll right now.
Tylena? Okay.
The ultimate troll. For Falvis. No, she's not even here for Vil Ryan.
But you know what? I'm going to add it in because it amuses me. Okay, Tylena? Okay, awesome. Thank you. It's because it has, like, the quoting marks. Smudges your nails out of spite. Okay. And yet, let's see. Yet, let's see. Actually, I'll delete them. Yes. moving to push his hood back for a moment as he slowly moved from one tree and past another. He finally broke his gaze, just long enough to push his thick white hair from his face and slowly reached to untangle a piece of hair from one of the earrings, hugging his ear with a bit of annoyance.
I love the flamboyance I threw in there. I forgot about that. Why does this matter to the story? Because phallus.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were the writer, or I wouldn't have been such a dick about that.
You're fine, you're fine.
Okay. For a moment, hardly seeming to pay attention to the other, though in reality he was listening to the other's movements, each step against the frozen dead forest floor in the shadows, seeming to whisper put loud. Do you mean whisper out loud?
Probably. I'm really bad at random words, just fucking having other letters appear. Oh, I got one for what's coming up. Fuck yeah.
As it swirled around him. Valar be damned, I must have ripped it on the saddle, he remarked, instead of actually acknowledging the other's mocking words about his craft immediately. Is that what you have something for, where?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Your Tylena thoughts are so unhinged. I mean, we're here to be unhinged, so that's kind of the point of this exercise. Now you have me doing the dramatic exhaling. Thank you.
I did not know or really pay attention to the character of Valar Targaryen at the time that I wrote this, so this just made it funny.
See. Then, looking up from the slightly frayed fabric on his inner arm, he looked almost shocked towards the other, as if just realizing his presence again. Oh, my apologies. Was what you said important? Because I entirely missed it. I'm not even going to lie to you. Yeah, no, it wasn't. I have no idea what he said. Actually, no. Who's someone who's probably... Okay, Paul.
Why did my brain go there too? God damn it.
Ah! Incorrect. There we go. Okay, that's correct. There we go. Okay. He mused all too seriously at first before a subtle glint of amusement crossed his bright white orbs, and his thin lips somewhat twisted up again. In fact, he didn't seem to budge at all until the other was quite literally swinging. We're going down, down in an earlier round. Oh, yeah. Then his nonchalant demeanor shifted ever so slightly, and he moved to avoid the other's blade, though the precision against his own speed did leave him receiving a mark directly over the bridge of his nose, dark blackened blood, as opposed to white blackened blood.
Well, we all know that if it was fucking what's his name, it would be glowing black blood somehow. So he just dodged Bill Ryan swinging, actually.
Yeah.
A little background reminder context, since I know both of you may have forgotten what's happening here. Brief story lead up. Talina died, so she shouldn't even be talking right now. I can still hear her voice. And Falbus is going after the perpetrator, is how this started. However, I believe that was the first, swing in the fight that we're on right now.
I'm still gonna put that in, but I'm gonna put it in as Ghost Tylena.
Ghost Talina.
Okay,
Ghost Talina for the rest of it.
Let's see. So the swinging is shit. Okay, yeah, I'll put it here. Just Ghost Talena. One of me is plenty. Yes, too plentiful. Yeah, there was a character in my show who died, and then this happened twice actually. Characters in my show died, but I didn't want to stop using them, so one of them, his name was also Sky. He was brought back as a poltergeist, so we called him Poltergeist. And then the other one and then the other one is Everin, Penrin's twin sister, who died in fucking 2010. But when I want to use her, I have Ghostrin, so I have. Yeah. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna screenshot this. Hold up. Print screen. This is a less egregious example of sucking your own dick in public than some other stuff I've seen lately, so. Lydia, I'm gonna send this to you and then you forward it to her because I don't think I have her on the accounts I'm currently using.
You're fine.
Okay. Oh, Cuntop. Okay, I just realized I can't actually use. I can't actually send shit on that account. Give me 1 second. Just sign into this other browser, or I have to click on this other browser, wait for it to load, make sure that I'm clicked over to the main and not the sub. Where I have mommy issues. Where my mommy's so mean to me. Where I'm a grown ass boy lady and my mom doesn't let me go to concerts. Where she? That's me. That's me logging on and seeing some of the whiny ass bullshit. Okay, so I sent it to you.
You have Fiona as your friend?
Nope.
I know.
Trust me.
I'm just talking shit.
There's more than 2 whiny ass boy ladies on Facebook.
Just the concert shit reminded me. Did you know that somebody actually paid for it? Somebody actually gave them the money to go. Okay. Anyway, let's proceed.
No, this person, I think Aries actually complained about it. But this person's like, oh, my gaslighting narcissist mother. She says that all I ever think about is myself and blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. Buddy, you are a grown-ass adult person on the face. If you don't like what your mom says, you can just fucking ignore her. Or get a job and find some. Or no, if you can afford concert tickets, you could save up that concert money instead of going to concerts, find somewhere else to live.
No shit.
It's egregiously annoying. I'm gonna start screenshotting that shit when I see it, and then or I'll ask Gary to screenshot more because I have to get an eyeful of it too. So I'm just gonna be like, send it to the group. Anyway. Seeping out, and he finally let out an annoyed-sounding hiss. Large fangs flashing in the moonlight as his features twisted. Not the face! That's where I draw the line. Right? To make rules for this duel. I mean... You probably, like, yes, you would probably be obnoxious about it, but you probably wouldn't be as obnoxious about it as some of the people that I see. Just like, there's a difference between venting about your problems on main and then just constantly whining about the same thing over and over. Like, Lydia has to hear about me fucking whining about the same thing over and over
That's
and over.
because all of us just whine to each other versus posting it, to be honest.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay, so Libris has something to say to that, Tylena.
I've got addition as well.
Okay, Libris says this attitude is why nobody wants more of you. Oh. And then Sarita has something to that. Because of course she fucking does, and of course she's gonna say it in front of somebody's daughter.
Indeed. It's okay, it's just the ghost of her. It doesn't really count. You snapped as if he had some sort of ability to make rules for this duel.
Anything is possible with a can-do attitude.
God, it's been years since I did that voice. Okay. His own blade then moved up to catch the next swing, blocking it and causing a loud clash as their weapons collided. Moving to use his own blade, he moved to slide the metal against... I would go with he slid the metal against, but okay, I'm not gonna put that in the thing. Against Valerians and let out a cruel sounding cackle. Tongue moving to drop tauntingly from his... I'm going to delete the double space there. From his mouth before he suddenly moved to vanish. He moved to do things like 5 times in this clause.
Yeah, I know. It's a crutch word. Shut the fuck up.
No. I'm just gonna highlight it because I'm a bitch. I will let you get off easy on some things because I like you, but then there's some things that I'm just gonna like notice, and so I have to point them out.
To be fair, I noticed them too. I think recently I've been trying to replace every single time I say moved on purpose now.
Yeah.
Because I got really bad at using it as a crutch.
Yeah, kind of like when I see like giggle or chuckle or something like that, I will more often than not change it to something else. Yeah.
We all have them. It's okay.
Not truly thinking the oldest. Yeah, well, the thing is that it's not so much of a crutch for me. It's like I saw it so often from that other person that when I use it, I'm just like, oh, cringe.
Yeah, I think I stopped using giggle too because of that, to be honest.
And then, of course, whenever somebody does anything softly in my head, it's like, softly!
Mm-hmm.
Attitude. Okay, yeah. All right. Okay, Tylena, I will add that.
Oh, look, one of my other fucking crutch words.
Okay. So, Tylena, just so you know, Liberius is a huge dickhead, so please don't take anything he says too seriously.
Delita has the impossibility of taking things seriously. It's okay.
Okay, good. Ghost Tylena. Attitude, oh, I try so hard, thank you. Elibrius, yeah, we can all tell you're a tryhard by the way you react to a comment not even directed at you. Sin, she tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter.
No, she's a ghost.
Oh, yeah. Not truly thinking the oldest power might be able to seek him out or anything remotely like that. Yeah, that's okay. I'm sorry, I should not be in editor mode right now. Okay, who did you lick? Did you lick your dad or did you lick Elibrius, or who are you licking right now?
I know, licking your father seemed a little... Hold on, I have something for this.
Corey intensifies. Oh, Jesus Christ. He's been
I'm
married.
still adding it just to troll.
He's been married for 15 years, but he's married to a Kuma.
Just because it had to be asked.
Huh?
Just because it had to be asked. Got to the possibility of it being a fucking phallus.
Hold up.
You know, I will say this, at least I'm getting all of my crutch words and my punctuation and my fucking wording trolled, because this bitch won't get as much of that because he used AI. I was just speed writing replies. I wasn't fucking checking them. He was in there going, AI, write this for me, please.
Yeah. So, okay, we have... You know what matters. So I'm gonna put licks him as I didn't leave the asterisk, so I licked it, so it's mine. And Akuma, that's his wife. They got married in like 2008, so they've been married for a hella long time. But the thing is that he's also married to her Bruzin. So
oh god, so that's perfect. That's also their thing.
Yes. So Elibrius is married to Akuma and Akuma's Bruzin. And like he has a strong preference for men, but it's mostly just because Corey sucked at writing females. Like so if with another woman or another girl licking Elibrius, that's why Akuma's reacting. If it was a man, she probably wouldn't give a shit. And so Aerod's like, hey, that's our thing. And then, oh, I thought I had someone say, oh yeah, Akuma, maybe you should try to lick it. Anyway. So naturally thinking the other might be able to seek him out or anything remotely like that, honestly, I would strike that because it's like, it's super redundant. So I'm sorry.
That's fair.
Okay, so cool sounding. I'm actually gonna highlight that in orange. Okay, there we go. Usually I do it in pink, but there's no pink there. So it was one of his favorite moves. In fact, the air suddenly sending bright droplets of red blood. So not darkened blood, just like regular red blood. And like I have to do the same thing to my things too for one less Kalina. You think Tylena cares? Not particularly. And Akuma isn't the main character. How dareth thee?
You're fine. I think some of my problem in the fucking blood mixture here is the fact that typically he would have normal blood. Mm-hmm. But I also this was the first time I was writing him in this universe where he has some quirks that are shown in the universe. His type of people would have black blood, but it just wasn't, I wasn't used to it yet because I just started writing him as a how the fuck do you say that? Noldorian or some shit. Anyway, they're the cursed elves that happened before the orcs came into existence. We're not doing a Lord of the Rings speech. But yeah, he was a new type of character in this that had different physical things to him that I'm not used to.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna screenshot this real quick and send it to Piffy because I think she needs to know that you're acknowledging that Akuma isn't the main character.
Yes.
So just give me a second to open up Discord. Oh yeah, did you see the video I sent, the Segan of Mass Destruction? I thought it was a very catchy name.
Something you just sent?
I sent it like a few hours ago.
I might have and then fucking spaced it because I'm an airhead. Hold on, let me look.
It's the YouTube link to my other channel, where I have like the gaming things that are just the commentary and the dying all the time.
Yeah, I did get that. That was in the middle of me fucking trying to get situated and awake.
Let me see. Did I? Okay. Do you see the link there now, and you just didn't click on it at the time, or is that something I'm gonna have to re-link? It would have been at about 5:02.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, you bumped it. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that up because everybody needs to know Kuma isn't the main character.
Yes.
So said something in response to Sin saying just regular red blood, but I didn't process it. So would you mind typing it out while I use the facilities real quick? BRB.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna send that. And I'm also gonna pull that same thing real quick.
Wow, it's cold in here compared to the rest of the house. I'm going to... Yeah, that's kind of the point. I had that Dawson's Creek song stuff in my head. Okay. Okay. Alright, yeah. I will transcribe all of that. Okay. Okay. Fast past fast past males in his wake, several scattering across the other male's face. I love it when that happens.
Okay, I'm also fully back. I also went when you were.
Okay. Hi, hello.
Alright.
Before the pale-haired male finally appeared again and went swinging, his blade twirling the others in an attempt to free him of it, as he finally reached out a clawed and armored hand to grasp for the other, managing to grasp the side of Valerian's neck and his thick dark hair. Yeah, give him a haircut.
Yes. Just a quick trim.
Let's see.
Oh, I have something else. Hold on. Bing, bing, bing. Did it send?
um,
There you go. Okay.
okay. Eyes looking with the other males, he let out a vicious sounding roar. Valerian barely flinched as Falvis's claws closed around his neck and hair, his amber eyes narrowing to slits, glowing brighter with a dangerous intensity. Well, you're not special because I can do that too, Signet. Fuck me. Delete. Okay, there we go. The vampire's roar reverberated through the clearing, but to the dark elf it was merely noise, a hollow display of fury. Let's see. Like it gives mother telling toddler, "I can't hear you when you yell."
Yeah. Yep. Wait, hold on. I do have something for this.
Valerian had faced horrors greater than this creature, and though Falbus's strength was undeniable, it was nothing compared to the weight of Valerian's, you know what? Just... Because that's what this is all about.
I don't know if I spelled this right, but that's what I have for that. Anyway.
You did. Yes,
Okay.
you did. Senpai notice me. I'm gonna put that here. Wow, I can't type. And Notepad doesn't autocorrect. Let's see. I have the Notice Me Senpai React, but it's not on this blog.
It's spouting again.
You all know where this is going. You know what? I'll put those before Akuma's.
Hold on, I have something for Akuma too.
Okay.
Fuck, I hate this. I don't know how to spell this word.
What's the word you're thinking of?
How do you spell it? Because then you're gonna know what I'm typing. Damn it.
Okay. Ray, I'll add yours.
I'll just let you auto-correct me if I fucked it up, because for some reason it's one of those words that just my brain will not.
Okay.
You'll know what it is when I send it.
Okay, alright. Oh, bereft. Okay. I'm not going to put that on the screen because, yes, I do need to correct it.
That's fine. I knew I was gonna fuck it up. Like I said, it's one of those words that, like, I've had to use 100 times making the joke, and I still have to look up how to spell it.
Well, I'm thinking of something for Liberius to say in response. No. Okay. I'm a bad person. For a moment, he allowed the grip on his penis to linger, as though inviting Falvis's confidence to grow. Hold on. I am very mature. Then his lips curled in a slow, humorless smirk, like a jerk. Fool, he growled, his voice low and cold, resonating like the distant roll of thunder, which actually isn't that cold. I think you mean lightning, but okay, whatever. The shadows that had coiled around him earlier surged upward with terrifying speed, responding to his unspoken command. Okay, Romaine. Like living entities, they wrapped around Falvis's arm and neck. Ooh, shadow bondage. I'll add that later. Tightening with an unnatural strength. The darkness burned, not with fire, but with a chilling energy that gnawed at the essence of the vampire. So, like Mentos. Mentos, not like jalapenos. With a sharp twist of his body, Valerian broke free from Falvis's grasp, his movements fluid and precise. He ripped his dick out of Falvis's hand. That's what happened there. The blackthorn blade flicked upward in a tight arc as he arched his back. Its enchanted edge aiming not to kill, but to carve deep into the vampire's armor, slicing through the metal leather with... Fuck me, Ray Bradbury, greatest sci-fi writer in history. Anyway. Great, maybe after this we could read some actual, well, not actual porn, but like the smut that fucking Corey wrote with the Inziru Brosans and shit.
Yeah, I need to get after that again.
Yeah. I'll put that here. Oh, you know what? I'll put it after Serena's because I think that's about when you said it, but I can't look at two things at the same time. So
You're good.
okay. The shadows follow the blade's path, spilling into the wound like corrosive cum. We've just been over this. Seeping into Valvis's form to sap his strength further. Valerian didn't relent. He had stamina for days. I'm not going to disambiguate, but you're gonna understand like the further that we go.
You're fine.
Tylena is making disturbed faces. I mean, yeah, she's reading porn of her father. The air around him darkened.
Okay, I'm serious.
Okay. Okay, I have a thing for that too. Family trauma. Okay. The air around him darkened, and with a harsh, commanding word in the ancient tongue of his people, he summoned forth the full force of his heritage. The shadows at his feet erupted outward, forming a circle of writhing tendrils. Yay, tentacle porn!
If this was actually tentacle porn, it actually might have been a good fic.
that lasted everything within their reach. One tendril struck Falbus's charging stallion, dragging it back with an ear-splitting screech as it fought against the pull. Tentacle rape, apparently. The dark elf took a measured step forward, each movement calculated and deliberate. Oh, hold up. Okay, I'm gonna scroll up for this. Okay. Aegon, Lucifer, and Token. Okay. The dark elf took the frost-like aura around him deepened, spreading out in a wave that caused the ground beneath Falvus's feet to crack and freeze. The vampire's blood, still splattered across Valerian's face, steamed slightly as it met the cold aura surrounding him. When he finally spoke, his voice was as sharp as the blade in his hand.
You managed like a coward. Yet you scored like
I wasn't sure what voice to use for him. Okay. He said, his tone dripping with disdain.
Do you think such theatrics impress me? I have walked through life.
You can't laugh. You can't laugh. What was it? Also, Pippy wants to know, she has it right that that Falvus is laughing with his tongue hanging out like he's some kind of creepy ass anime villain.
Probably.
Yes.
He'd be a good anime villain.
Okay.
I have walked through nightmares, slain God's chosen, and stood unbound before powers far greater than you.
I don't have my inhaler at the moment, or I would go and just puff it just to add to the effect. The shadows thickened again, pulling inward as if drawn by Valerian's will. They coalesced into a jagged spear of pure darkness that hovered above his outstretched hand. With a flick of his wrist, the spear shot towards Falvus with deadly precision, its form crackling with an otherworldly energy designed to disrupt the necromantic magic sustaining him.
Come,
Valerian said, his voice resonating with authority, his blade raised once more.
show me the depths of your desperation. Let me remind you why the
God damn it!
Let me remind you why the dead fear the dark.
No, they don't. Are you shitting me? This fucking trophy, yes. Alright.
Huh?
Okay. Falvus was vaguely overconfident at times, now admittedly was certainly one of them. Let's see. Piffy got confused about who's the AI and who's the real person. She said, using mail as alone now makes me want to drop kick the toaster that wrote this. And I was like, that's not a toaster, that's Lydia. The toaster is the other guy.
Wait, hold on. Which part did she think was AI?
So I sent a screenshot of Akuma not being the main character, and it was on your section.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, see, the thing is, some of the cringiness in this was also just me attempting to match him on purpose. I didn't know he was AI at the time. I was just trying to basically, what's the word? Like, basically copy what he was doing. Because at the time, I started out doing this on purpose so that we could do these videos. There was not a time where I was like, ooh, what a good writer. I love writing all of this, and I'm so excited. Like, it was purposely like, this guy is a piece of fucking dung, and I guess I'll give it a whirl, as long as it'll last. So that we can do this.
So I just explained to her, Lydia says some of the cringiness was her matching him on purpose because at the time she didn't know he was AI. So, yeah. Like, she says it's still irritating. But the thing is that, like, that's not even the point. The point was the point of me sending the screenshot was the Akuma thing. So that's why she's not invited to the stream. Quite honestly, is because she'd be nitpicking at like everything that doesn't need nitpicking. Let's see. Sky, is that Tylena, the one that's highlighted on the screen right now?
She's double dead because she's a vampire and she's a ghost and she's in the dark.
Oh, let's see. I do have a goddess of death actually, so I'm gonna put her in. This is probably her first speaking line like ever in the entire like. Well, let's see, 1998. 2026 minus 1998 is how many years I've had this muse, and she has never spoken a word directly, so this is her first speech since then. Her first words are, "You're welcome." Oh, Amond! We love you, Amond.
I had to think of somebody who'd have, like, an actual serious question and not just be joking.
Sunfire. Okay. Lucky you're not bullying Eamon at the moment. He's one of my favorites. I'm very protective of him.
You don't bully Eamon. Quit talking shit. I don't remember a single time that you bullied Eamon. You're actually quite nice to him.
So, okay, so Piffy says, "Oh, my bad," and then 1 sec, Discord is being weird. Yeah, no, I think, like, I sent her the screenshot because of the Akuma thing, and then she started, like, analyzing every part of it, and I'm just like, dude, that's not the point.
Okay, gotcha.
Fucking chill. You had a joke. Say the joke that you wanted to say. We're here to joke. We're here to riff off each other. To riff off each other and the source fic. I think it brings us all closer, honestly. And once I start my like real, not my real, but like my main account back up again, I'll probably end up adding you.
Oh, we might not get to walk tonight if it rains too long. Fuck.
Okay. Blah. Elvis was vaguely overconfident at times. Now, admittedly, was certainly one of them. Though perhaps overconfidence. So overconfidence is a compound word. Hold up. What color was I coloring colors? Okay, yeah. Wasn't entirely to blame here, as deep down he knew what both what games he played and the potential consequences of his actions. Unlike some people, that's actually quite impressive. Actually, however, between both curiosity and anger, he'd simply not care. Yes, that was undeniably a part of it. After so many years of his own power only growing, endless near and Okay, so that's, well, it could be a hyphenate. I'll leave it as his experiences flirting with death like a lover. Fucking Freddy. Ironic you mentioned darkness was 50% of sight. Okay. And this is
That was the joke directed at Eamon, yeah.
not as impressive as Falvis understanding the consequences of actions.
Consequences? What consequences?
You have summoned Trinket. By the way, Lydia, you have summoned Trinket, but Trinket just doesn't have anything to say right now.
Oh, I see.
Tylena is proud. Okay. So Tylena is proud of Falvis knowing the consequences of his actions. Okay, I'll put it like that. Okay. It was nearly impossible to truly make the man consider risks outweighing the game! Okay. For that was what it was to him, a second game in which he had nearly overcome. It's overcome. The other, so shock was certainly not felt when his opponent moved to strike back with much more fury than before. As a thick black essence wrapped around him, his claws tightened for a moment on the other's hair and neck as if seeking to rip into him completely before he was being held fast. The hold on his wrist and a sharp cold pain, finally causing him to let out a much lower growl. Muttering a few words in black speech, he tried to summon his own form to fight back against the other's hold. It's by the way, others, it should be apostrophe should go here. And I might like consistent. Wait, anyway, bright white orbs burning angrily, I'm sorry, as he kept them zeroed in on the other. However, the only thing that seemed to happen when the sharp bones broke through the skin over his spine was their immediate addition to the pain, and he finally let out a cry in pain.
Don't look out.
What madness! Oh, I got the most easiest obvious one. The pit of death is just like this slight recess in the floor. He's not triple dead. Oh my god! Okay, I'll add these in now that I'm looking at the screen again.
I'm adding one as well right after Ray.
Um, after Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, I have something to add to Balbus's. Okay, I'll put Zivas in between trinkets and Balbus and trinkets. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, Trinket doesn't like bar very much. I can't remember why, but it started being a thing and then it just stopped being a thing. Okay. Are you typing a thing or am I keep going?
You're good. You're good.
Okay.
My bad. I had to bring in the fucking dog real quick because it's raining.
Okay.
But yeah, go on.
Well, a part of him knew, but that did little to calm his brief panic as he moved to slash his blade for the darkness, holding his other arm. Only his attack faltered as he felt the other's attack, and the darkness immediately struck at him at his core like 1,000 sharpened blades, piercing him at once, and he arched. Actually,
I do have something.
okay. You have something for here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll wait.
You can decide whether to put that there or after the very next part.
Okay. Hold on, I do have something for that.
That's really special because Fatlis's voice is supposed to be like one of my deeper voices.
Dude, fucking that guy that we talk about sometime that I don't I don't know if he's ever gonna see the stream, so I'm just gonna avoid mentioning names. Was like, oh, I'm having my balls squeezed in a vice. It sounds like dying cat, etc., etc. It's like, buddy, it's not gonna be anywhere near as high as mine is.
What the fuck?
And he's just like, well, my current speaking voice is lower pitched than his natural speaking voice. You know,
Yes, I'm fully aware.
and then he's like, "Oh well, I thought I sounded okay, but then I heard, his boyfriend's name, and then I realized how, high pitched my voice is." And I was just like, it's not like he's thinking about it. Like he's not gonna be like, my boyfriend really sounds like a woman in bed. It's just not something people, as far as I'm aware.
Right.
I think there was one time when Sebastian and Bolton were hooking up, and his like vocal range snapped like right up to Serena's range. And he was like, "Oh shit!" And then Bolton, like you even wrote, Bolton didn't even notice it because like it just sounded like regular moaning, and I was like, "Yeah, that's probably how it would actually happen." But like,
yeah, that and Bullhead, Bolton's kind of a fucking airhead, also known as a bullhead.
Anyway, unable to hold back the unnatural sounding scream of agony, moans of pleasure. See. That tore from deep in his chest. Hold up. Okay, we're gonna do something real special, y'all. No, YouTube.com.
No.
Yes. 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 You're a bad fucking person. And yes, I did name him Damien because it's like the most fucking cliche edgelord name I could think of at the time. And I told you, you're gonna get it like real quickly. So yeah, you get it?
Yeah.
Yeah. His face going almost paler than before now, the skin around his eyes seeming to go darker. Thick veins pulsating with dark and black blood. Wait, so not red blood.
Shut the fuck up. We've already been over this. Leave me alone. You know what? Maybe he has rainbow blood. You don't know his life.
I'm sorry, I legit didn't hear you.
I said maybe he has rainbow blood. You don't know his life.
Oh, you know what? I got a good one. I'm a bad person. Oh, jinx, Tylena.
I have something for Talina too.
I have something for Talina too. Do I have a straight man anywhere in my repertoire? Yes, I do. Okay, Token, my only straight male.
Fuck, I'm trying to think who to say this. Fuck it. Damon's gay enough.
Damon's gay enough, yeah. Double eyes emoji and Trent. Shit, what was that? I'm trying to think of the term that we use.
Okay.
Okay. Purple dick. No, it's a being around you for too long thing. I'm gonna have Alibria say that since him being gay is actually Akuma's fault. I mean Corey's fault. I mean Onion's fault. Onion and Akuma are both written by Corey, so it's Corey's fault. But yeah. Okay. Except actually, hold on. I have something for Makar
Oh no.
from Helena.
Rip.
I'm so sorry, Tylena. I keep forgetting to put Ghost Tylena. There we go. I knew it. You got the hoe part right. Who's the hoe?
The hoe of homosexual, probably.
I see. Okay.
Wait, hold on. I've got one more thing.
Okay. Okay, and I had something in response to Ray. So. Okay. Okay, I got something for Tylena there.
My Makar goes after her Ray comment.
Okay. Nice. Strawberry's like 5'4", so I'm tempted to have him go, gee, what a coincidence. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll do that. Wait, no, Libera's is shorter than him. I'll just have him go ... There we go. Let's see. And then, Tylena, I'll move yours up here. And then... And then, okay, so I reordered some of the lines like this.
No problem.
Okay. Okay. So technically, Trinket, it depends on the verse, but Trinket is sometimes Sebastian's child and sometimes just his pet dragon. So okay. I love how like we just have like this soap opera going on. This is how Pippi's my commentary goes too. Salty Ray, yeah. Kristen Cole called. He wants some of his salt back. Okay. Okay, I got something for that too, Makar. Okay. You're gonna have to split it with Damien because he's the new you want me to be your horror person here. So yeah. Wait, hold up. I gotta. I tried to smirk like a jerk, but it didn't work because I couldn't hold my face like that. Hoes are supposed to use protection. Okay, you know what? No, I won't do that. That's mean. Actually, it's not that it's mean, it's that it doesn't really go with it. Okay. Literal hoes are supposed to use protection. It was clear that, in the least, the other's attacks had certainly gotten him where it hurt likely the most. For a moment, he was completely thrown off. That was for certain. Okay, so there needs to be like a comma there. However, at long last, he gathered just enough strength to at least get free, vanishing completely despite the thick, dark tendrils whipping over the side of his head. I whip my hair back and forth. He moved to grab both explosives in a desperate attempt to get free of the other's relentless assaults. Yes! Shaking them out, he managed to hoarsely choke out the words needed to cause them to blah, blah, blah. Mostly only form for a brief moment dark blue energy, holding the two skulls together before they burst. And this time, they were close enough that even as they briefly pushed back at the darkness, they also sent Falvus flying for the nearby tree, slamming him into it hard. Oh yeah, so for the wrath of the dendrophiliac. It means tree fucker. Rolling slowly to his hand. Actually, for a moment, as he got but a brief relief from the other male's assaults. Hey! I'm gonna put this up here. Let's see. Um, actually, hold on.
No one is going to get the reference of what I just posted, but the Skyrim god of madness is also known as the cheese god, and he likes shouting about cheese. So I had to get
Okay. Okay, let me figure out where I'm gonna put these then. What up? Okay, so I'll put Rays after Aryans. Let's see. There we go. Ah! Fuck you, WordPress. Okay. Spot. He let out a heavy breath. The massive. Let's see. There should be a comma between breath and the. Massive bat wings now slowly pushing from his backside. You mean his ass?
no, like his actual back.
Backside. Okay. Okay. As he fought to take a form that would accelerate his ability to heal from these extremely deep, painful wounds he had already sustained. The backside. Hello from your backside. I fucked your ass 1,000 times. I'm sorry. I'm not going to transcribe that, but I will put that on the screen. Anyway. Head raising to stare through the pale mop of thick hair hanging in his face, his upper lip curled up at Valerian's words. What voice should I use for Falvis? Because I'm gonna probably default to Onion's voice.
Oh no.
Okay. If impressing you is my goal, O Dark One, I would be licking your unholy boots and pledging you my lack of life. Believe me, your approval is far from what I seek, he managed, his voice slightly weak compared to the first time he'd spoken. Oh, well, I don't think we chose a voice for him. I think I was just reading it straight, maybe. And for
Yeah, that's possible.
He nearly looked defeated entirely. Well, we don't need two of the same adverbs, so I'm gonna strike that. His body lowered briefly to the ground as sharp claws dug into the frozen ground. Let's see. At this point, I'm being just nitpicky, but, you know. And his form slowly continued to quiver in pain and contort slowly. Into one of hideous nature. Akuma would probably still fuck it, though. Slowly. Again. Teehee voice. I'm not going to use a teehee voice. He finally began to push up from the ground, his large, bat-like wings spreading out behind him as if preparing to take off, finally spotting the spear in Valerian's hand, riddled in that thick darkness that sought to rip him down to nothing. He let out... Let's see. There should, be a period there, I think. He let out a low growl, mind briefly analyzing what the male's plan was and how to react in a way that would see him getting a good blow of his own in. You know what? Hold up. I had to. He had but one choice, and his breath quickened a bit fast in anticipation as he moved to take a step for the other and practically watched the spear fly through the frozen air straight for him. In a flash, he had turned, and the spear went grazing a good lower portion of his wing. The power certainly stung, but even then, he'd managed to avoid the worst of it this time. Taking a staggering step forward, he looked towards the other with a bit of a weak yet amused-looking expression. I'm gonna strike looking. Because looking expression. He looked with a looking expression. I'm sorry. I know I'm being extremely nitpicky, but it is kind of how I do. Again, light laughter briefly broke the tension as he fought to continue moving towards the other male. Fear the dark? You're joking, right? Oh, sweet, all-might wielder of darkness! Dark... Huh?
I was laughing, go ahead.
Is our home, our sanctuary, and the thing... Hold up, who's speaking?
Okay, it's Falvis. He's mocking him like we did about the darkness thing.
Okay, then I'm gonna delete the separator because we don't need it. Okay. But there's markers here that don't need to be, or there's separation markers here that don't need to be. Okay, yeah. Motherfucker. Okay, could I just... I hate WordPress. Like, I love it and I hate it. Can I just... Excuse me. Can I... It's not letting me delete it. There we go. Okay. Okay. And the thing we love most with our little dead heart. Sorry, he purred almost for the briefest moments, as if speaking to a lover or a dear family member. Perhaps in a way, it felt like if he truly even knew what that was supposed to sound like.
I don't even fucking know what happened there. Don't even ask.
This is it, right? Kind words, anger boiling round them, a thrombin.
What is that word? I don't even.
I know you meant throbbing. Let me look up what thrombin means. Hold on.
Is that an actual word?
Yes, it is.
So I wonder if autocorrect actually got me, or if both. I mistyped and then it put that instead of throbbing.
You know what? Let me look it up on dictionary.com. Like, I got a Wikipedia link, but I want to use I'll just put it in Merriam-Webster's dictionary. But yeah, that is a proteolytic enzyme that is formed from protein. That's too thinky. Let's get the dumbass definition. Yeah, we're gonna use the dictionary.com definition because I can understand it.
We're getting close to picking a stopping point, by the way, too, because I gotta go do some things.
Okay. And we're gonna delete the American marker because that's embarrassing. Being American is legitimately embarrassing sometimes. You know what? After looking this up, I actually do think that it makes sense in context, vaguely. Yeah, but
that's funny.
That's the definition.
Because I definitely didn't use that word, so that makes it even more hilarious.
There. Yet another laugh drifted from the vampire as he took another staggering step closer. Then, like a switch, that almost emotionless look drifted over his face, and he suddenly became a blur of wings. Flew suddenly at Valerian, a claw slashing hard over the man's face once and then twice before he moved. He moved snatch onto his hair again. Well, I didn't know he was intersex. That's very fascinating. Actually, let's make this Poland whole. I think that makes more sense. Another shriek coming as the darkness went. Yeah, that's the only thing that's coming. Went ripping and lashing at him, and suddenly sharp fangs went digging into the softest piece of flesh he could find, and he let out a low, angry growl as he let the other's blood rush into him, along with that thick cloud of darkness, unfortunately. Okay, you know what? We're going to do left off here.
Okay.
Yeah. Because otherwise we're just going to keep going and going and going. But yeah, that was hilarious. Thank you so much for joining.
No problem. This shit's just gonna keep getting worse, I believe. This one's definitely one of the shorter ones, though. So,
Okay.
like, this one he ended up fucking ghosting eventually compared to the other ones.
Okay, I'm gonna send you the link to this one, and then if there's like any other commentary that you have, we can add it in post hoc. But okay, don't want to accidentally send it to him. I almost sent it to Dave. Mistake. Teehee. Don't want to do that. Anyway. Okay. Cheers. Thank you for Woot. Thank you for joining. Also, Sky. As much
Bye
as
bye.
Lena, having you was a joy. All right. Cheers, guys. Bye.
Deuces.